Hi. Hey, I wanted to come to you for just a few minutes and tell you about what I've experienced today. You know, when I started Live on Purpose 4 years ago, it was out of a deep desire and obsession for people to understand love, to have the ability to give love, to love God and to love others, and to receive love as they love themselves and receive love from others and receive love from God. And so as I am here at the airport, and let me tell you, I travel a lot, folks. I travel a lot. Sometimes every other week, I'm out of town. And I love it. I wouldn't be doing anything else. COVID, that grounded me for a few months. But as I've kicked into my traveling, I have noticed, and maybe this is just because of COVID, but, and maybe it's not. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out myself, actually. But some people are very, very kind and extend love in very practical ways and don't even think another thing about it. Just like doing good, doing the next right thing. And then there are some people who are absolutely at the other spectrum. They can't love and they can't receive love. And it's amazing to me. And just to see such a stark contrast. For example, I'm in the women's restroom, a very long line. I finally get up to where there's one ahead of me, and then a lady behind me with her mother, who's probably in her 80s, needs to use a handicapped restroom because she needs to help her mom. And so the lady in front of me, not knowing that the lady behind me was needing a handicapped restroom, decides to take the next one open, which happened to be one for people with disabilities and special needs. And so as she goes in, I said, hey, this lady behind us really needs that. Can I help you find the next one? And she goes, oh my gosh, sure. Oh my gosh, sure. I would love to be able to do that. And so she grabbed all her stuff and moved down to the next stall, and we helped her with her mother to get into that handicapped stall. Love in a practical way. Everybody felt it. It's an energy that it's satiable. You can feel it. You can sense it. You experience it. And then I've seen the complete other side of that today. Word was a family of 8, a husband and wife, and 6 children, ranged between the ages of 3 months and 14, believe it or not. And there are plenty of seats, but they're not all together. And so this family is standing in the aisle, hoping that somebody would open up some seats for them. And the flight attendant announced there was, this opportunity to help this family, and nobody volunteered. No one. And so I stood up from my seat and I said, I will take care of giving up my seat and the empty seat next to me. And the lady who was sitting, I was sitting at the window, and she was sitting in the aisle, and there was a seat between us, but she had put all of her stuff there in hopes nobody would sit there. And she had a son, a teenage son, who was sitting across the aisle, and he had his stuff on a middle seat. The flight was packed. There were only 10 empty seats available after everyone was boarded. And when I gave up my seat, and the one next to me, now being 2, she became angry and said, what are you doing? I said, I'm giving up the seat for at least 2 of those kids. And maybe if you would join me, then maybe the teenager can sit with the 2 girls. And she goes, don't tell me what to do. And I said, well, ma'am, I'm just trying to help everybody so we can, back out of here. And she said, oh no, who do you think you are? Announce yourself. Are you a flight attendant? I said, not on this flight, but I am a child of God, and I'm trying to extend love in a practical way. And she just went berserk. And a flight attendant came to her and said, ma'am, you need to sit down or deboard the plane. They brought someone on to assist her, calm her down. And in the meantime, immediately when that broke out, people were offering up their seats with no problem. No problem. And then they all got to sit together. Now, this was a lady who tried to get in line first before she was supposed to and was denied. Then she put all of her stuff on a seat and strategically placed herself so that she didn't have to worry about anybody else being around her and her son. And then opportunity struck for her to make a choice. And she didn't want to extend love. And she didn't want to receive love. Some people are in that place. And you know what she ended up doing? She ended up being moved. And she was still near her son. She finally got calmed down. And as a result, everybody got seated and everybody was on their way and the flight landed early. I don't know what's happened with you in COVID. Has it made you bitter or has it made you better? Has it made you harder emotionally? Is your heart been hardened or has your heart remained soft? So I just encourage you as you go throughout your everyday, you know, it's easy to sit and read the Bible and pray. It's easy to go in a cave and meditate. But it's not easy living in a human body 24/7, fully devoted on following God and loving Him as you love others and as you love yourself. And I believe that when you fully invest with all of your heart, with all of your soul, with all of your mind, with all of your strength, to those who are around you, God created us for a relationship, that your purpose will unfold before you.